Alright guys, Gemini back with another video, and hopefully you're enjoying your weekend or whatever day it is where you live. Hopefully I'm keeping you guys entertained on the weekend if you're off from work checking these videos out. Hopefully you guys who love old DVDs and tapes are loving these videos. It's a lot of work, you know, doing these videos all the time, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it to help keep you guys entertained. So what we're going to do in this video is today's video is going to be about the WWF Survivor Series. And how much I used to love this event and how much it's gone right down the shitter. And it kind of ties together because the new Survivor Series DVD is coming out December 22nd. So that'll be the last DVD of the year. I'm actually looking forward to getting that DVD because then I can cut a final DVD video for 2015. I can cut a final video, you know, the year in 2015 of WWE DVDs. Can't quite do it yet because Survivor Series hasn't come out yet, but as soon as that's out, I can cut that video. It's going to be a really good video, too. I mean, we pretty much have all the big stuff behind us now, Owen DVD and Taker DVD, but then I can just do one video where I just recap 2015. So anyways, we'll turn the camera around and we'll talk about the early Survivor Series and how epic they were in comparison to what you see today. So, all right, let's get started. Thank you. All right, now this video might not make a whole lot of sense. Hopefully it does, and it's kind of just something I had in the back of my mind about recording. I want to be honest with you guys. Now, this is my opinion. I'm not necessarily right or wrong on this, but I tell you, back on these early events like 87, 88, 89, 92, 94, 95, 91, I loved the tag team competition. I loved how these events, like especially like 88, 89, 87, were all based around tag team competition. 90s over here as well. And 90 was cool too because they had the grand finale at the end where Hogan and Warrior went over. My issue with when they got away from the tag team competition and they started like basing the Survivor Series around individual matches, the Survivor Series like lost its luster. The Survivor Series was special, you know, because of the tag team competition. I mean, you could go back to the early Survivor Series, and it was the theme around it was always strive to survive, and how are these wrestlers going to coexist in tag team competition. Like 88 was so special, you know. 88 Survivor Series helped build the Mega Powers, and finally when it exploded at WrestleMania, you know, Survivor Series was a huge part of that. Having the Mega Powers, you know, versus the Twin Towers. It was awesome to watch these early Survivor Series with the tag team competition. It made the pay-per-view unique. It made the pay-per-view stand out. And then, you know, we got away from that, you know, like around Survivor Series 2013. It was a terrible Survivor Series. I think that it kind of changed right here on 91 when they did The Undertaker and Hulk Hogan for the title, because that was the first time that the WWF had ever done a singles match at Survivor Series. So once they started doing it in 91, you know, they went back to 92, and, you know, you had Shawn Michaels and Brett for the belt, and that was like your main event. But in years past, you know, you had Hogan and Savage, the Mega Powers, you know, tag teaming up, and it was cool, man. I mean, just my opinion, the early Survivor Series were, with the tag team competition and who will survive, was just a hell of a lot more fun than just a singles event where it was just another pay-per-view named Survivor Series, because there's nothing really about surviving here. I mean, if you look at, Survivor Series 2013, I mean, with Orton and the Big Show for the belt, I mean, what's really surviving about that? I mean, this was more or less about surviving. Who's going to survive the tag team match? I mean, this was the Survivor Series. This was what made this pay-per-view special and one of the most favorite and loved pay-per-views in WWE history. And it's one of the oldest pay-per-views in history. I'm not saying the Survivor Series this year wasn't fun or a bad show, but seriously, man, if they really want to capture the fans' heart, you know, they should definitely go back to the tag team competition of it all, because I think the fans would have a hell of a lot more fun if it was all about tag team action. It was just really fun for the wrestling fans. I will always be in favor of the old Survivor Series as opposed to the new ones, and some of them aren't new here. I mean, Like I'm got like 2007. That's not really new in 2000, but I just kind of wanted to demonstrate a point that I was always a fan of the older Survivor Series as opposed to just the singles matches, which kind of made Survivor Series lose its luster. So you guys leave your comments below and let me know if you like the old Survivor Series or if you like the singles match concept on the new ones, which they should just change the name of the pay-per-view because it's not really Survivor Series anymore. This was Survivor Series. And, 93, it's kind of a big deal with everyone talking about Owen when he turned heel and stuff. Even though he didn't become a full-fledged heel till the Royal Rumble. But Survivor Series 93, Boston Garden, they kind of planted the seed. So you guys leave your comments. Gemini, thanks for